when you process after watching the film, the way that you all were able to get to what you wanted to offensively, even though I'm sure you probably wanted to get into the paint more, but that the right corner three was there so much. Was there anything specific that you all were taking advantage of?
Well, it's a level of detail on a lot of different layers of our offense. The screening was good, spacing was good, ball was finding energy, shooters were moving into open areas. There have been times where we don't do any of those things, and then we get jammed up and our offense doesn't look very coherent. And then some nights the shots just go down, so it makes your offense look better. But, you know, regardless in my mind, whether the ball was going in or not, there was a better attention to detail to our offense. So that doesn't even guarantee anything, but that was an improvement from where we were a week ago.
Erik, getting more comfortable with you seem to be with the rotation. Last 4 or 5 games, it's very, very similar.
Yeah. I really don't care though. Like, it's only an excuse. What if we have to change and have a different rotation? Yeah, it's been fine. Guys just have to be ready to be productive with whatever unit is out there. It wasn't productive in the Indiana game, but you know, guys made the most of their minutes last night. We had a pretty balanced distribution of minutes. It wasn't like guys were playing 40 minutes. It was pretty well balanced, but guys were contributing and making the most of those minutes.
Was there, when you started this rotation, I understand it can change at any day, but was there a conscious effort to get Goran a little bit more rest in the first half?
Yeah, just to keep them, keep our options a little bit more available in the second half. But maybe it won't always work out that way also. So we have to be able to adapt. It played out well the last 2 games. We'll see if we can continue it, but each game is different.
Was that part of the fact he started so strong in so many games and tailed off in a bunch to try to get him more rest early? As much as rotation, was it a factor of trying to also keep him somewhat fresh for the end of games?
Yeah, there are a few different factors, but one, his minutes were starting to creep up, and every time I looked down, his minutes were 36, 37, 38. That's not where I want him right now, and so we're left to, if we play him big minutes in the first half and then the game really gets competitive in the fourth quarter and it's tough to take him out. Well, but even then I want to be more disciplined of getting him, regardless of what happens in the fourth quarter, 2 or 3 minutes of a rest in that fourth. But it's worked out the last couple of games. I would like to keep his minutes closer to 30. We'll see if we can continue to do that.
A designated ball handler when he's out. It seems when he's out, everyone was advancing and getting into offense. Jay Rich at times, Tyler at times, Dion at times, JJ. Is there a definitive, when you have your sets and everything, that is one of those guys is actually the one?
Well, our second unit has been a little bit more of a group handle, and that's their comfort level. I'm getting more comfortable with that, but we're getting much more specific on which actions we run. So we know what the package of sets we're trying to get to, and each set sometimes will have a different ball handler. That's okay. Now when we've been playing Dion with that second unit, he'll tend to handle a little bit more, but the offense may run through KO during that time. So there's different factors to it. I think that makes us more dynamic, but the commitment to the specific package is really what's more important than who's handling the ball. We tend to get really random if we get away from that package.
So what is it that either Bam is doing or should be doing to get you to that place where it's hard for you not to call 13 in a game?
He's doing it. He's continuing to work at it. Now he has to develop a level of patience that's required in this league. It's a long season. It can feel like it is months when you're not playing, but in reality it's only a few days, few games, or weeks. I'm not discounting how difficult that is for competitors, but he just has to get committed to his player development, being prepared, and being ready for the next opportunity when he gets it. He's on my mind, but the way we're set up right now, it's not a guarantee that he's going to play every game, but he is the next guy.
Is it harder at that age, do you find?
For a lot of young players, I think he has a pretty good head on his shoulders. I think he understands the long game and what we're trying to do with him. It is about the now, but it's probably more important about the development and of not only as a player but as a professional and a Miami Heat guy. Hassan did not practice today. His knee's a little bit sore. Same bone bruise that he's been dealing with, and we'll evaluate him tomorrow. Doing a ton of treatment.
Immediate concerns about him not being available tomorrow?
No, I could tell just from the travel and how he was in shoot around and during the game yesterday that he was a little bit sore. So I anticipate he wouldn't be able to practice today, but that's not highly unusual. He hasn't been able to practice a couple times, the last 10 days, 2 weeks. So we'll just see how he feels tomorrow.